have the 2016, this is question 3, and this is Junior Cert Higher Level. So it says Table 1 on the right shows the percentage of female members of Parliament in each of the current 28 EU countries in 2005 and 2015. Find the value of the median and the upper quartile for the 2015 data. So fill in your answers into the table below. So I have to figure out, each of the members of Parliament in each of the 28. So there's going to be 28 values altogether. So if I want to get what value occurs at the lower quartile, well, I can do 28 multiplied by 0.25 because that's the quarter to get the lower quartile. And if I get a whole number, I take the average of that number and then the number after it, the average of that, the value number and the number after it. Or if I get a decimal, I'm going to round up to the next value. So 28 by 0.25 and I get 7. So that the seventh value, I'm going to have to take the average of the 7th and the 8th value. So I'm just going to check if I get the same answer as they did. So 2015 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7th value is 19. The 8th value is 20. So I'm taking the average of the 19 plus 20 divided by 2 and I get 19.5. So I get the same answer that they got. So the median is going to be 28, which are number of values, multiplied by 0.5. If the number value I get is a whole number, I take the average of that one and the one after it. If it's a decimal, I round up. So 28 by 0.5. So then I should get 14. So it's a whole number. So I have to take the average of the 14th and 15th value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And the 15. So the 14 and 15 are both 26. So 26 plus 26 over 2 is just going to be equal to 26. So the median is going to be 26%. And then the upper quartile will be the upper, say, quarter. So that's 3/4 of the way. So 0.75. So if I want to multiply 28 by 0.75 and I get 21. So I want to get my 21st value. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have, because it's a whole number, I have to get my 21st, the average of my 21st and my 22nd value and divide by 2. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So my 21st and my 22nd is going to be 36 plus 37 over 2, and then I get 36.5% for my upper quartile. And so then the next part, so we're asked to explain what the value of the lower quartile means in this context. So the lower quartile would mean that 25 in, say, 25% in one quarter of all the countries, or 25% of countries in 1/4 of countries. So the lower quartile is 19.5%. So less than 19.5%, less than 19.5%, and or of female members are of the Parliament members are female, because we're looking at the percentage of the Parliament members that are female. Less than 19.5% of the Parliament members are female. Were female, so in 2015. So we have to kind of read back at the question and figure out what exactly is this data representing. And then, so the next part, so I'm just going to twist around my book. So fill in the grouped frequency table in table 2. So I was asked to get the percent, so I've already got this done, but I'll do it out again. So the percentage of female members of parliament. So fill in. So in 2005 we had from number of countries. So they're looking to get the frequency of the amount of countries that had female members between 0 to 9%, 10 to 19%, and 20 to 29%. So firstly, if I want to do the percentage of female members that were in, so if I want to get the percentage of female that were in 0 to 9% in 2005. So 0 to 9, there's only 2 of them, so 2 goes here. From 10 to 19, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 in here. From 20 to 29, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. From 30 to 39, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7, and above 40, there's 1. And then I'm going to get from 15, from 0 to 9, there is 0 countries. From 10 to 19, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7. From 20 to 29, there's 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. From 30 to 39, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. And then from 40, then from 40 to 49, there's 1, 2, 3. So I've already got these filled in, and those answers are correct. So based on the table and the data, use mid-interval values to estimate the percentage of female members of parliament in 2005. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So mid-interval values. So what we're looking at is, so this has been, so we're just looking at this row at the moment. So if we were to take mid-interval values, we have to take the middle value between 0 and 9. So we can just divide 9 by 2 and we'll get 4.5. So we're going to take our mid-interval value, so 4.5 multiplied by the number of countries that had, we're just going to take the middle value, and then we're going to have to do that for all of our values and then divide by the total number of countries. So altogether we have 10, 12, 20, 29. So, and it tells, so we have 28. So, so 10, so 20, yeah, so we have 28 countries. So we're going to have to divide by 28. So the first one is 4.5, the middle value of that, divided by 2. Then the next one will be, we can say the middle value between 10 and 9. So it's going to be 14.5, but then that's multiplied by 10. So then the next one will be 24.5, but that's multiplied by 8. And then 34.5 multiplied by 7. And then 44.5, and that's just multiplied by 1. And that's all divided by the number of values. So I'm just going to plug this into my calculator. So 4.5 by 2. So I'll just put it here so you can see. 4.5 by 2. Plus, I'm doing brackets, 14.5 by 10, and then plus 24.5 by 8, and then plus 34.8 by 7, and then plus 44.5, and then that's all over 28. So when I plug that all into my calculator, I get the mean number is going to be 22.7, and they ask 22.7, so that's my mean number of values. So then the next part, using mid-interval values from table 2, so this is table 2 here. So Tom estimates that the mean percentage of female members in Parliament is 27%. Using the figures in table 1, the actual mean percentage is, so he uses mid-interval values to get the mean. So using mid-interval values, values, we get that it's 27%, but the actual mean is 26.86%. So we have to explain why these two values are different. Well, say if we have the mid-interval values, when we do mid-interval values, it assumes that every value in the interval is the same. So it assumes that all the values in this interval is at 4.5, but they could have all been at 0, they could have all been at 9. Here it assumes that all the values are at 14.5. In this case, it assumes all the values are at 24.5, so it's assuming that all of the values are the same, but all the values are not going to generally be the exact same. So that's why the actual mean is a little bit different. So then we're asked to write the error in Tom's estimate of the mean as a percentage of the actual mean. So the error of the mean, so the error in Tom's estimate as a percentage of the actual mean, so something as a percentage of something else. So the error that he got, so the actual, his error was 27 minus 26.86. So that's going to be the error of the mean. So we get 0.14. So the error of the mean over the actual mean, so 0.14 over 26.86. So 0.14 over 26.86, and then we get that it's 5, so 0.14 for 100, so we get 0.52%. So that's the error in his value as a percentage of the actual error. And then the next part for this question is display the data graphically in a way that allows you to compare the data for the 2 years. And then, so if we wanted to consider a way that allows us to compare the data from the 2 years, well, there's a few different ways that we could do this. What I might do is a stem and leaf diagram. So I think that might be easiest to do. You may use so the tables are reprinted here. So we have to give us the tables again, so we don't have to keep turning the table. So I might just do a stem and leaf diagram. So on one side I'll put in 2015, and on the other I'll put it in 2005. So it starts at from 0, and then the next one from 10, and then 20, and then 30, and then 40. So I might just draw in lines so we don't get mixed up. So and then so in 2015 I might do that first. So there's none from 0 to 9, but then from 1 to 10 we have 10. So I'll just cross out 10. We have 13, 13, so 13, 13, and then we have 14, and then we have 16, and then we have 18 and 19, so 18 and 19, and then for 20 we have 20, so there's 2 20s, 20, 20, and we have 2 23s, so 23, 23, and then we have 24, 24, 2 24s, and then we have 2 26s, so 26, 26, and then we have a 28 and 29, 28 and 29. So then for 30 we have 1, 2, 3, we have 3 31s, 1, 2, 3, and then 36, and then we have 1, 2, 3, we have 3 37s, so 1, 2, 3, and then we have a 39, and we have a 41, a 42, and a 44. So so for 2005 we have for the start we have 2 9s, so, and then we have an 11. So I'll start with the lowest numbers in here, and then I'll go out. So we have an 11, and we have an 11, 12, so we have 11 and 2 12s, we actually have 3 12s, and then we have 2 13s, 2 13s, and then we have a 16, so a 16, and we have 2 17s, so 2 17s will go in, and then we have a 19 as well, and then we have 2 20s, so 1 2, and then we have 2 21s, so 1 2, and we have 1 2 3 22s, 1 2 3, and then we have 123, so 123, and then we have 33, and we have a 34, and we have a 35, and we have a 36, and then we have 2 37s, and we have a 38, and we also have a 45. So use a dot. So they didn't ask, so we just have to do a key now. So I'll write key. So I can say 1 3 is equal to 13% of members are female. So that is our answer for that. So that is the table I chose to do, a stem leaf diagram, but we could have done a pie chart or a bar chart, or it just says we have to display the data graphically. So I choose to do a stem leaf diagram. So that is our answer for that. Thank you.